Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is round 3 of the 2025 Burlington Crosstown presented by Yeet Street Discs. Today we are playing the Regulator at Cedar Rock Park in Burlington, North Carolina. This was the home of the 2023 U.S. Women's Disc Golf Championship, and this course is very well named, the Regulator, as it will test you very strongly. Overall, the round, I probably shot my normal round out here, but I had one hole where I really blew up on again. Just like I did in rounds 1, 2, and 3, had that one hole, and it was our hole 17, our second to last hole, where I just absolutely fell apart, and kind of cost me one spot on the leaderboard. But we're starting off here on hole number 12, 301 foot par 3, throwing the trance. And it was extremely hot out here today. I probably drank 160 ounces of water. It was I drank a ton of water out here today. Decent drive, throwing the scuba here just to get it up to the basket. That's a very steep drop off there. I wanted to make sure I didn't go down that, so I just slid it up to the basket. On the reactor here on hole 13, this is a difficult par 4. The first shot here, you want to throw it down to this little landing area and then throw across the water. So I'm throwing my outlaw on the second shot, just a big Anheuser forehand, make sure I get across. I got the Watt just tossing up near the basket, and then I'm going to have this straddle putt here for the par. So far, not bad, starting off par, which is all you can ask for on this course. Hole 14, I'm throwing the thumber to get up and out this gap, which I did. I slid up out into the grass, throw my servo, ripped it down the right side. Feeling good about myself. I'm going to take my Envy and just throw it up here to the basket. And you would think, hey, good job, you got 3 pars in a row. You would think that. But I'm going to make sure to put this directly in the middle of the chains and let it fall out. And this is me questioning everything. So I took my first bogey. Hole 15, I'm going to throw my Scorch here. And out of the hand, it felt really good. Threw it down to the right side, let it fade back into the middle. And I'm going to give myself a nice little run here for the birdie. It's probably about 60 feet or so, and actually got really close to that basket. I about drained it. Easy tap in for the par. Hole number 5, very long. I'm sorry, hole 16, very long par 5. I'm throwing the motion. I try to pick this hole apart, and you'll see it works, but you've got to have a really good second shot, which I'm throwing the trance and just trying to get through this big gap. And once you get through here, the rest of this hole is fine. The biggest thing is just getting through there and at least 2. I'm going to take my trail, just throw it down the right side, let it fade back into the center. Take my Envy, toss it up. And then put this one under the basket. And this is Hunter Collins here. I got this awesome putt by him on the on camera.
Great
putt by Hunter. Hunter has a YouTube channel as well. Check his channel out if you have a chance. It's Hunter Collins on YouTube. And I'm gonna have this putt here. Easy putt. Hole 17. This one, I hate this hole. I should have just went to the... it's a great hole. Beautiful hole, don't get me wrong. It's just for me, it's not a good hole. And the way I throw, so I threw a hex that I really didn't care about anymore. I knew I wasn't going to make it over the water, so I just kind of let it go. I should have just went to the drop zone. I didn't need to lose a disc, but this is the drop zone putting here for par. Just missed it to the left. But it's going to be an easy tap in here. Bogey. Hole 18, I'm going to throw the motion again on the forehand. I'm trying to get it to come back to the middle, and I just throw it a little bit too low. But I'm going to take the NV here and just throw it up through the middle gap and just get it out to the opening. Take the deflector and throw it on just a big chopped forehand. Got it right down the middle. I think I must have hit something because I thought I got a little bit further. I think I hit something and rolled backwards a little bit because I was positive I was at least 15, 20 feet closer, but you know, it's where it is. Easy toss up, easy putt for the bogey. Hole number 1, I'm going to take my trail and I'm just going to try to rip it down the right side. Good shot out of the hand. I liked it. I'm going to take my crave and try to throw it into the gap. And out of the hand it felt good, but then it started to kind of fade out a little earlier than I wanted. So I kind of got stuck in that tree right there, but I'm going to take the tempo, and this thing just glided forever. It would not come down. I went probably 50 feet past the basket. I'm going to take my sumo and just toss it up underneath. And going to have a bogey putt here coming back. Hole number 2, I'm going to take my reactor again. I like the reactor much more than the hex. I mean, you know, people love the hex. It gets a lot of praise. It is a good disc. I just don't throw it well. I throw the reactor much better than the hex. I like it a lot more. I'm going to take the watt and just put a big Anheuser approach shot. Put it right into the basket, easy par. Hole 3, I'm going to take my servo and try to throw it down this gap. And out of the hand, it felt great. I thought I had a really good shot. But it kind of came back a little earlier than I expected it to. And so I kind of got left side in this rough. And I only had about a half of a reach back. And unfortunately, I pulled it right into that tree branch. I'm going to take the volt, throw it right down the middle. So far I'm playing the hole, you know, fairly well until I get to this shot with the outlaw, and I just threw it up into the branch, unfortunately. I'm going to take my envy, and at this point I'm just saying, just don't play with the water, throw it into the middle, and give it a run. I believe this is for bogey. Just trying to give it a little run without going in the water, and just left it a little bit to the right. But took a double bogey here, unfortunately. Hole 4, I'm going to take the servo again and try to throw it down the middle, which I did, but once again I'm getting so tired here. I'm starting to lose power, and they're just fading out earlier than I expect. Taking the balance, threw it on the big Anheuser. Out of the hand, it felt really good. It just went a little bit too deep before it came back. But taking the sumo on a big Anheuser backhand with that patent pending, good shot. Nothing wrong with it. And this is for par. I'm just going to kind of put it up under the basket. Another pretty much tap in for bogey. A lot of bogeys out here. Hole number 5, taking the watt, and going to throw it down the middle. Got it close. I'm just going to do a little scoober here again. The last second I decided to scoober it and smacked right into that disc. But easy tap in for par. Hole number 6, I tried to play this very smart. I said I'm gonna play this smart, and I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna jump putt off the tee and just put it up right at the mouth of the opening, because you have to throw over this creek in a very tight window. And I said I'm just gonna get to the creek and then have this wide open area. So first shot, the jump putt was fine. I'm gonna throw the servo across the creek. This shot was perfect, and then this is where I decide to just, you know, forget how to play disc golf again. I'm going to take the motion and just throw it directly into the ground. I got very lucky to get to this spot, and I'm going to take the fierce, and I thought for sure I would be able to just pull this fierce straight down the middle, and I don't have any power anymore today, and I just left it out to the left. I'm going to take the tempo and toss it up to the basket. And I'm going to try to make this putt. But had other plans. So I tried to take it, play it smart, and wound up double bogey. So next time I should just try to blast it. Hole number 7, I'm gonna throw the trance. Out of the hand, it felt good, but once again, it's just not as understable as I expect it to be. And I'm also, like I said, I'm losing power here. The only option I had was to just toss out with a little roller. And for my third shot, I have a tempo approach that was pretty perfect. I was happy with it. This was for par. And just missed it, and it decides to roll down the hill. But not too far. Fortunately, it stopped. And for bogey, little toss-up for bogey. Hole 8, throwing the enemy again. And out of the hand, I got really lucky to get as far as I did. But I'm going to have to take the fierce here, throw it on a big Anheuser backhand. Once again, my Anheuser backhands are looking very good here lately. Really enjoying how well they're working. This is for par. I'm gonna give it a run. I told myself I'm not gonna give up now. I'm gonna keep running these, and had this comebacker here for the bogey. On number 9, I'm gonna throw the enemy again, a forehand. Hit it pretty well, pretty spot on with it. Came up a little short, just like I say, I'm not throwing it as far just because I'm so tired, it's so hot. Gave this putt a run, just past the basket, easy comeback for par. And now is where I decide on number 10, where I'm just going to give up on everything. Throwing the enemy. This disc is usually extremely overstable, and apparently I took all the power that was left in me and put it on this shot because it was the straightest shot I've ever thrown with this enemy. And I mean, it just went as straight as it could be. It never even tried to come back, and I went straight out of bounds. So this is me throwing for 3. I'm gonna throw the enemy again. Out of the hand, I thought I had it, and it just never went left. Just stayed straight into those trees. Take the detour. Throwing the detour on a nice backhand. Out of the hand, I thought it was perfect, and it hit and just slid like 40 feet OB again. 2 OBs on this hole. That detour just kept sliding and sliding and sliding and slid right out of bounds. Take the sumo, toss it up to the hill. This is my 5th shot with 2 OB strokes, and this is my 6th shot with 2 OB strokes, 4 and 8. Our last hole of the day, hole 11, I'm going to take the trail. I'm trying to throw it on an ante, but I just kind of rip over on it and just rip lock it, which is another word for pull. But I still got out to the open. I'm taking the trance, and I thought I nailed this. I thought I was going to be all over this pin, and I just caught those limbs. Unfortunately, it was so close to being perfect. I'm going to take the watt here and throw the watt on a nice Anheuser backhand. And I just laced it, and it went right by the basket. I almost threw it in. And this is for the par. I can't be upset with a hole 18 par after this extremely long. This was a 4-hour round. This round lasted every bit of 4 hours. It was extremely long, extremely grueling. This course will wear you out every time you play it. Went 14 over, which was 847 rated. I'm sorry, 849 rated, which tells you something. You go 14 over and you're still, almost 850 rated. This course rates. So if you can shoot even on this course, you are going to rate very high. So I would absolutely recommend anybody to come play this course. Come play Chimney Hills. Those 2 courses are great. Chimney Hills still has some work to be done out there, but the skeleton is there for a great course. And most of the holes are very nice. There's a few out there that need a couple of tree adjustments. But for the most part, that course is gorgeous. It's got huge potential. But the Regulator, absolutely worth playing. If you're ever in the area, Burlington area, go play it. You won't be disappointed. But thanks so much for watching. You know, I came in 5th place, as you can see here on the scorecard, 2 off of 4th place. And like I say, if I hadn't missed triple bogey number 10, if I could have kept hole 3 and hole 6 to a bogey, I could have easily had 4th place, and I messed it up. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? But 5th place, happy with it. Absolutely, it was a fun weekend. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to take about 2 weeks off from playing tournaments. My next tournament's going to be in Rockingham, doing a trilogy challenge down there, so I look forward to coming back in mid-July and bringing that to you. So thanks so much for watching. Catch you again next time.